Hello and welcome. In this series, we will be seeing CNLab Week 4, which is implementation of local DNS server. So actually, you can complete this experiment using single VM, or you can even use separate VMs for client and server. So let's start our experiment. So you all know that DNS is domain name system, which does the work of translating IP address into hostname and hostname into IP address. So our first observation is to ping a website such as this and capture the packets and observe the response and the request. Let's do that. So first open Wireshark, sudo Wireshark, and open the interface any and in one more terminal ping any website, suppose www.google.com. Okay, so Wireshark is capturing. Control C. Let's see the Wireshark captures. Type DNS. So first take the screenshot and then this was the first DNS query we made with google.com. So click on that and here you can see the expansion of all those. Expand this DNS and queries and additional records. Here you can see that questions is 1. So this was a query and this was a query we made to google.com and type is A, which means authoritative, and if there is 4 A's then it's IPv6, single A means IPv4, and class is IN, which is intranet, and length is 14, which means this length www.google.com, and this same, and additional records. So take the screenshot of this query and now let's observe the response. So query response, you can see here, this destination is the DNS server IP address, you can observe, and if you click on this and now expand, there will be answer section in the response. So this is the answer section, expand this answer section, and this address is the IP address of the google.com website we pinged. Answer resource record is 1, additional resource 1. So you can take this screenshot and paste it. So this is the observation 1. Now let's configure the client. So okay, first we need to install resolveconf. If you don't have, sudo apt get install resolveconf. Okay, I didn't put this apt get install resolveconf. I already have it. Now let's configure. So open this file, sudo gedit etc folder and resolve.conf. And one more thing, I want to know my IP address for adding. Just type if config. This is the IP address. Copy Here you can add any server IP address which doesn't associated with any DNS server. Type name server and the IP address. Save it and open one more file. Sudo gedit etc resolve.conf. Okay, resolve.conf and the head. This is the file destination. Open this file and here also type the same thing. Name server. Copy the IP address. Here I am putting my IP address since it doesn't have any DNS server associated with it. So save it and close it. Now let's do the same thing. Start the Wireshark again. Continue without saving. And now ping the same website again. Okay. Control C. If you see in the Wireshark, there are many black lines saying destination unreachable. It's because the IP address of the server we mentioned in those two folders are not having any IP address or the DNS server associated with it. Actually, one more thing you need to do is to apply the changes. Sudo resolve-conf-u. It worked for me. If I didn't do also, just do it. And now again restart and ping. Anyway, we got the output. Just take this screenshot and paste it. This was the observation, that is the server we mentioned in those two folders was not associated with any DNS server. So client tries to access the google.com through this DNS server, but it doesn't have. So finally end up accessing through the local DNS server. So task 1 is done. Thanks for watching.